Hello everyone, excuse me. Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Finally back with streams. Finally, it's the holidays. No more tournaments until Dallas at the end of January, so hopefully this will allow me to stream a lot more in the mornings. Getting lots of coaching. I'm actually at full capacity now. With coaching, but hopefully I'll still be able to manage to get in streams here and there so that we have videos on the channel and we have live streams so that I can interact with you guys, which is always very fun. So I'm gonna make another cut really quickly and then we'll get started. I'm going to be using MEMPHIS decks today, which should be pretty fun. And just 1 second, guys, don't go anywhere. Hello everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching and welcome to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2018, not 2017, 2018. And if you're here live with me on Twitch, thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be taking a look at several decks from MEMPHIS. The first one, of course, is going to be the first place deck by Michael Pramawat, who used Zoroark Lycanroc, a super hyper consistent version of the deck, in order to get first place and the tournament. I was not able to stop him in the semi-final. I was 10 damage short. So we had some pretty close series despite some not so ideal starts by me. So his deck, Zoroark Lycanroc, we have the 4 Zoroark-GX 210 HP. Trade as the ability, you discard a card, you draw 2 cards. Righteous Beating deals 20 damage for every Pokemon you have in play. And then we have the 4 Zorua with Ram because it's the best one available if you're not running any Darkness Energy. Then we have the 4-3 line of Lycanroc-GX. Lycanroc-GX has the ability Bloodthirsty Eyes, which when you evolve Rockruff, you get to choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and make that the active Pokemon. Therefore, it's like you get the Guzma or Lysander effect, if you will, with an ability, which is really nice. And then the fighting type means you have this inherent advantage against Zoroark. Claw Slash dealing 110 damage is very nice. And then we have Dangerous Rogue GX dealing 50 damage times your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is one of the best attacks in this particular deck. And in the current metagame, simply because you pretty much get a 1-hit KO on most Pokemon out there. So lots of good synergy. You have draw, you have like active manipulation, and you also get to use a supporter. So it's a really nice combo. To round out the deck, we have the triple Tapu Lele in order to make the deck consistent and to draw as many cards as possible. And so with our supporter cards, we have a huge variety. We have the 4N, which is probably the staple of Zoroark decks because you get the extra draw card advantage and you thin out your deck pretty quickly with all the trading. 3 Brigette in order to get your basic Pokemon out as soon as possible. You have actually 10 cards as out to the turn 1 Brigette, which is really nice. 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Brigette, and 3 Tapu Lele. And then we have 2 Professor Sycamore, 2 Guzma, 2 Professor Kukui, which are really good for to allow Zoroark to potentially close out any game against Tapu Lele by having a Choice Band, a full bench, and using the Professor Kukui to hit for 170 damage. Finally, we have the 1 Mallow and the 1 Acerola, which Mallow allows you to find any 2 specific cards you need, and Acerola allows you to reuse Bloodthirsty Eyes, allows you to get back a Zoroark, heal your Pokemon. So pretty much the best all-around utility you could expect from all the supporters that we do have available right now. Then we have 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Puzzle of Time to be able to reuse all of these supporters and any energy or Pokemon that we might need. 3 Choice Bands, 2 Field Blower, 2 Enhanced Hammer, a single Energy Loto, which is an interesting addition to the deck. It's essentially a 5th double colorless energy to a certain extent. And then we have the single Float Stone and the single Rescue Stretcher. 4 DC, 3 Strong, and 2 Fighting Energy round out the deck. And so let's jump into the ladder and see how we do with this regional winning deck. As you can see, I have the top 3 decks from Memphis lined up to review and to utilize throughout today's stream, and then this this compilation of decks will go up on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, as we have some pretty cool content coming up as well. And now I can say hi to chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us, for joining me rather. Wildman, hello. Sir Pandish, thank you for being here. Fede, hello, all the way to Argentina. And Quick Gem, thank you for your kind words. Thank you guys for being here on this Saturday afternoon. It's almost Christmas, or the 24th and the 25th, I guess. It's the holidays. I hope you guys are enjoying some nice time off. You guys are enjoying your families. And okay, so my opponent starts with Tapu Lele, as did I. So I could just grab Brigette here, and that's looking like the best option probably. Gonna discard Sycamore and Guzma. Austin Vance, hello, thank you so much for being here. I will grab another Lele, and I will grab Brigette, I believe. I have 2 DCE priced. Wow, that is actually pretty awful. That is actually pretty awful. So that might actually make me change my decision, because I want to draw cards so that I can get closer to energy. So without knowing my opponent's deck, I'm just going to grab a Zorua. I guess I don't necessarily need the Brigette right here. And Jake, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to touch the Float Stone there. I'm going to touch the Choice Band there. And I could Puzzle of Time, but I'm just gonna Sycamore since I'm gonna draw the 3 cards anyways. Get another Zorua. My opponent sends me a heart for some reason, so we'll send 1 back. And then I could Ultra Ball. Probably both Field Blowers. I don't know what my opponent is running, but I do want my bench full. I do have the Lycanroc available next turn, and the question is, do I attach energy or not? Would my opponent actually go for a Guzma DCE play? Perhaps. Or I could attach to the Rockruff. That would essentially, like, it would pretty much give me a chance to be aggressive on anything my opponent plays down here. I do have to take into account that I've already used up 1 Puzzle of Time, and my opponent goes for Brigette here. So what does he Brigette for? Oh, okay, so it's Zoropod, which he went for 1 Wimpod and 2 Zorua. That's actually pretty good for me, as long as I'm able to find a fighting energy or a strong energy. Now I will end, I can't Sycamore here. However, hopefully I get either the fighting, the strong, or a couple of Zoroark-GXs to trade away and draw a couple more cards. But yeah, we actually do get the strong energy, which is very, very nice. And we already have the Lycanroc powered up in order to take down the Wimpod. We have another Rockruff to potentially find another Lycanroc and target down any Wimpod. And Lycanroc can very, very easily just 1-hit KO any of my opponent's Zoroark-GXs. So, Grismer, hello, thank you so much for hanging out. What cards are you most excited about from Ultra Prism? I think that the new Mallow GX seems like a really, really cool card. And Axel Varys, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sinner, hello. Thank you so much for being here. And Axel, seriously, thank you so much for your support. Okay, so my opponent chooses to bench more Pokemon, and at the same time goes on the offensive with the Lele. So I'm gonna trade away the first Brigette here, and I'm gonna find another fighting energy. So I think knocking out Lele is probably the right play here. I get 2 prizes. I know I still have 2 TCs prized, so I have a what 40% chance at grabbing one, which is pretty good. Yeah, 1 hit lol. That's very true. I mean, I could have, but I chose not to. Okay. I really don't know. I think I should attach the energy to a Rockruff. I guess I could also bridge it for either another Rockruff or a Zorua. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab Zorua. There's also a Zoroark priced. And then I'm just gonna use my GX attack. Sure, my opponent might be able to use a Zoroark-GX to knock out my Lycanroc, but I find a DC and I find a Zoroark. So now all I need is to find a Lycanroc, which with double trading, hopefully it's not too difficult. R1, X4L, 1 Lycanroc Knight Mini in this deck for abilities Pokemon like Hoopa. Well, as we saw by Michael Pram a lot, he was able to deal very easily with a Hoopa by simply using attacking with Rockruff. So I don't think you need to do that. I don't think it adds too much to the deck. Like, there will be very few instances where you want to evolve into that one instead of Lycanroc-GX, and I mean, Hoopa isn't even a popular Pokemon, so you don't have to have counters in your deck to absolutely everything. You can take losses as long as those losses are simply not popular, and I feel like Hoopa is definitely in that category. And even if you do go up against Hoopa, you would have the promo Rockruff. What made you choose Lycanroc Zoroark for Memphis over GRI? Obviously it worked out in the end. Well, I actually didn't choose Lycanroc Zoroark, Jake. I chose Puzzle Lycanroc. I chose that because over GRI, and I probably wasn't. I mean, I was contemplating GRI, but the issue with GRI is it still had a big-ish target on its back. The mirrors are very annoying in the sense that any little bit, like you fall a little bit behind in setup and it's impossible to catch up. There were a lot of attempted counters at it, and I couldn't get comfortable with the non-Sylveon version of the deck with the max potions. I mean, I understand and I know it was the better deck. I couldn't bring myself to actually get very comfortable with it, and so I don't know, it wasn't my thing. And so I knew that if I played the Sylveon version, I'd be at a big disadvantage in the mirror match, so I simply chose to not take that risk, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a Zoroark and a Choice Band here, which I'm not too happy about. But I do want to bridge at turn 1 here, for sure. Yeah. So those were the main reasons why I chose Puzzle Lycanroc over GRI. Like Puzzle Lycanroc, I know when I streamed the deck, it seemed as if I didn't like it really, but after playing it so much and practicing with it so much before Memphis, I actually ended up really liking the deck, and that's what made me go with it. Oh wait, IG Dwayne, when did he make that $50 donation? Wow, IG, thank you so much. I don't think I caught that, but thank you so much. I need to check that, but thank you so much. I don't think I said thank you. Wow, thank you so much. I'm actually gonna edit the template to remove the MXN part of the which covers up the amount. 1 second. MXN. Where's that? There it is. There. Okay. My computer's struggling a little bit with everything that's going on here. Okay, so then I save as, PNG, save, replace, and that should be done, I believe. Okay, my opponent took a turn 1 knockout, which was expected. Now, here, obviously the ideal scenario would be for me to, okay, with 3 bench Pokemon, I actually can't knock out his Volcanion unless I find another Strong or a Choice Band. I still think this is correct though, because this could give me a chance as well to knock out the Volk. I'm gonna thin out my deck, so I'm actually gonna grab the Rockruff with the Brooklet Heal. I'm gonna evolve here, and then like that's just an extra card that's not in the deck that doesn't help me. And okay, so I get 1 chance at finding a DCE or a Strong. Any energy works actually. There we go. Okay, so the Strong is pretty nice. We do get to go after the powered up Volcanion EX, which is very, very nice. And then if we're able to find another energy next turn, I can probably reach enough to deal enough damage with Close Slash to knock out Volcanion EX and definitely Tapu Lele-GX. So Dangerous Rogue, 150 plus 2 Strongs, that's 190 damage. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And there we go. Okay. So back to the chat, guys. Breakthrough Zoroark would be better, I agree. Breakthrough Zoroark would be better than the baby Lycanroc for sure. Thank you so much, Jake, for the congratulations. I really, really appreciate it. And Axel, what's your opinion of Baby Zoroark and the Lycanroc decks? It's definitely a very viable and potentially very good option, for sure. Now we lost the Lycanroc and the Choice Band, so we can no longer drag anything up of my opponents. Right now I'm dealing 130, 150, 170 damage, which is actually exactly how much my opponent has. But I'm gonna try and go after that Volcanion EX. Ooh, double puzzle actually gets me the cards I need. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna trade away the Lele. Yeah, the puzzle top deck was pretty lucky here. And I even find an Ultra Ball. So Ultra Ball will find me the Lycanroc I need to bring up the Volk. There we go. I get 30 damage, that's fine. I'm gonna bring up the Volk. I'm gonna attach this energy, yeah, right? And then with the double puzzle, I'm gonna get back the Choice Band and the Sycamore. And that way I get a fresh hand. I could also grab another Zoroark-GX, but I don't think I need to do that. These 2 cards seem way, way better. And this Lycanroc might just be able to sweep my opponents. Even if I hadn't gotten any energy worked. I got the Strong, but any energy literally would have worked in order to get this knockout. And now, assuming my opponent will end me next turn, I played the Float Stone because I just wanted my deck to be as thin as possible. Because now all we need is a Guzma or a Lycanroc in order to win the match next turn, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Axel, Baby Zoroark and the Lycanroc decks seems like a good idea. The thing is, they're always, I mean, it's a very good idea, I think, because once you end up using up your GX attack by Lycanroc, your opponent might get confident and start benching or filling up their bench, assuming you can't punish them again for it. Whereas the other Zoroark would actually allow you to do that. Usually you do want between 2 or 3 Zoroark-GXs just trading away every single turn, but it's definitely not a bad option to have. What is your opinion about this Zoroark and Metagross in this meta? I feel like Metagross is probably awful in the current metagame. Ooh, I get double trade here, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's not great. Metagross is not great simply because the metagame is just way too aggressive right now and too fast for it to cope, and it doesn't even do enough damage to deal with Lycanroc and Zoroark. Zoroark is just way too fast. And then the CGI Zoroark, I feel like it's the same. Stage 2 decks I feel like are going to be taking a big hit moving forwards. Just because all the setup they do require, it's not easy to pull off, definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna touch the DC here, I'm gonna touch the Choice Band here, and I'm just gonna end. I get an extra 2 cards, I get to trade. If I get a Lycanroc, I win here, or an Ultra Ball. And okay, so not this time. I will, however, Claw Slash for a knockout, down to 1 prize card, but that's okay because I have the double Zoroark trading. And I have the energy down. So worst case scenario would be a Steam Up and an Enhanced Hammer. But even then, we have a chance to recover simply because we have the trades. So we always get extra cards off of the N, which is really nice. Okay, there's the N. However, no Enhanced Hammer so far. There's the Lycanroc-GX that we were talking about. Just a little bit too late, but now Professor Kukui actually wins us the match, which is pretty cool. So Tapu Lele, essentially. Ooh, Puzzle of Time is not a card I want to trade away. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, I think between both of these, I'll trade away the puzzle. And okay, Mallow. Can Mallow help me win here? Actually, no. So I'm gonna trade away the energy. And okay, so can't win this turn in particular. Mallow. Okay, I'm gonna play the Mallow. And then I'm gonna grab Professor Kukui and a DC, I guess. Professor Kukui pretty much guarantees that I win next turn, which is fine. So yeah, 130 damage. Oh, I actually need another basic Pokemon, so never mind. I don't win with Professor Kukui. That's okay. Wherever that Volcanion goes, we can chase it with either Guzma or Lycanroc. You see a Lele, probably for an N once again. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see that. Okay. And there's the victory. Yep, no matter where that Volcanion wanted to go, we would have been able to chase it. So, pretty solid win here against what's supposedly a not ideal matchup for the deck. This deck is obviously very strong. And as some of you might remember, I was actually pursuing Zoroark Lycanroc for a while back. And I knew the deck had potential for London, but I hadn't realized just how good it was. I wish I had kept on testing. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to come up with a Puzzle of Time engine, for sure. But, I don't know, it's a very solid deck, of course. It's a very solid deck. and I wouldn't be surprised to see a ton of it in Australia, like a ton of it, which Australia is the next big standard tournament. Okay, so we get to go first once again. Hopefully we can keep the win streak going. We start the Brigette in hand. Wow, this is actually an amazing starting hand. This is actually a ridiculously good starting hand. A ridiculously good starting hand. And we seem to be up against the deck that I used, Puzzle Lycanroc Auxiliary, which is definitely not a great matchup for this deck, but still winnable, of course. Okay, so did something happen with the chat? I hope not, but I haven't gotten any more questions by you guys, or maybe the chat just stopped refreshing. And yeah, my opponent taking his sweet time to consider what to do during his turn, and he simply ends us away from a really good hand. A really, really good hand. Oof. And this new hand is actually pretty awful. No evolutions in sight. Sure, we can attach energy, but we're gonna lose a ton of energy here, which is never a good thing. Ooh, and we're gonna lose even more energy. Okay, but I mean, there's no way we can't not Sycamore here. Absolutely no way we couldn't not Sycamore. Now the question here is, do I go after the Puzzle, or do I just take the easy knockout here? Well, first thing we should do is probably trade. And then I feel like we can definitely set up another Zoroark here, and we can trade away. Well, maybe we want to keep the Tapu Lele. The thing is, do I want to go after the Puzzle or not? Probably not. I'll take the knockout on the Rockruff. Not trading because my hand is actually pretty decent. Do you think Puzzle or Zoroark works best with Lycanroc? I think both combinations are pretty good. It's probably very meta dependent on which one you choose. But I think, I don't know, both decks are really, really good. Maybe I like Puzzle just a little bit more, because Puzzle applies so much pressure early on. Like, all of Puzzle's attacks are really good. Kurt, happy holidays to you too. And what's the scoop on decks for Dallas Regionals? Well, it's all Zoroark, right? And I'm assuming Puzzle Garb will make an appearance. I assume Puzzle Garb will make an appearance as a counter to Zoroark. Night March is pretty good. I mean, the format is the same as San Jose, so I would expect this, essentially the same decks to be present at this point. Shirt 156. What cards do you think will be strong from the next set? I haven't taken a very good look at the next set. However, probably all the metal typings. I mean, my two favorite cards are Mallow GX and Glacian GX. Those are the two cards that I really, really like. Okay, so my opponent pressuring my Rockruff. I can actually find a third one. which I'm happy about because my other Lycanroc is there. So now I can finally start trading away. And if I get an energy, well, the thing is my opponent has a very small bench. Oh, the Enhanced Hammer is really good here. The Enhanced Hammer is actually really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Choice Band. And I will trade away the Brigette here. Okay, perfect. So do I go after Remoraid? Probably not. Do I go after Rockruff here? I think so. I think going after Rockruff here is the right choice because that would be the second Rockruff I've knocked out. So no more threat essentially of Lycanroc for my opponent, and I also get to remove the Brooklet heal. So I get to use it, and then I get to deny my opponent from using it. Yeah, pretty solid start for sure. Pretty solid start. What do you think about the wishy-washy deck? It's annoying to deal with for sure. I think it'll always be catching people who are unprepared for it, and it will get some free wins that way. I do plan on using it and showcasing it on the channel and on my live stream. But I just think that if the meta, like if people are prepared for it, then it's never going to be that good. But if people are not prepared for it, then it becomes a really solid play. And wow, okay, so my opponent was able to find a Sycamore, another Strong, and the Regirock naturally. He's apparently going to choose to bench another Pokemon, which opens up the possibility for my Lycanroc to take a knockout, which I'm very happy about. And I also get to end my opponent. So I get to double puzzle. I get to maybe save this Rockruff from getting knocked out. And I also get to play an end. So I'm pretty happy about this situation right now. What's your opinion on Greninja right now? Greninja will always be a threat. It will always be a good card. Pretty much. It's just, I don't know. Its unreliability is what puts me off of the deck, pretty much. Okay, so lots of energy in the discard pile. I could actually just grab another Strong. Okay, I'm definitely gonna double puzzle here. For the N? No, that doesn't seem worth it. Choice Band and DCE, or Strong and Choice Band. No, not Strong. I think Choice Band for sure. And then the Zorua, or yeah, probably the Zorua. Well, actually no, because I'm gonna bench the Lele. So then I want the Guzma perhaps? No, I'll grab another energy for sure. Yeah, I'll grab another energy. I'll grab the Strong, even though I don't necessarily need it. I'll grab the Strong for now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take the knockout with the Strong. And then will I evolve that Rockruff? Probably not. My opponent takes that knockout, that's fine. We could actually force a 7 price game, which wouldn't be bad. So yeah, Greninja will always be good. It's just its unreliability is not great, but Greninja is a very solid deck for sure. It's a very, very solid deck. There's the N. Now I can double trade away the Brigette. And then something else. With Dollars Regionals creeping around the corner, what do you think is the best pick in Expanded? Zoroark is really good. Sable, Gumi Girl. Sable Lake Arbiter is also pretty solid. Although it does require a very hefty amount of testing to get the deck right, but it's still a pretty solid deck. And what else? Night March. Night March I think will always be very solid as a deck. And yeah, I think all of those are very viable. Puzzle Carpenter is also probably a very viable option. Matt Seller, you've been using Wishy-Washy Hoopa with Nihilego as a disruption tech. Works very well. Yeah, Nihilego could be an interesting addition to the deck for sure. As a way to I can't talk today. As a way to, in a scrappy game where both players are running out of resources, Confusion might actually be a very solid way to close out a game. Wesley, I'm doing fine, thank you so much. How are you doing? Yeah, Puzzle Carpenter and Puzzle Lycanroc will, with Whitelands, will probably be making a strong appearance, I would say. I would not be surprised to see those. I wouldn't be surprised if Puzzle Lycanroc Artillery became a thing, for sure. Going to be so annoying meal decks at Dallas. Yeah, probably Flapface. I mean, well, actually no. I mean, what meal deck would you expect? There's only Whaler, right? And that requires 4 Tropical Beach. So any deck that, I mean, I don't think most players have that amount of Tropical Beaches. What are best decks of all time? The best decks of all time, probably Gardevoir Galate from back then, probably Nidoqueen from back then. I think those two would be my picks. And probably Blaziken. Blaziken was incredibly strong. Okay, so my opponent retreats into Sudowoodo. He doesn't even get to attach an energy, so what we're going to do is we are going to double trade, and we're going to trade away the Acerola. Basically, we need an energy to win. That's all we need. And then I'm gonna trade away the other Zoroark. We need 1 energy to win. Okay, so no energy. I need an energy off of Professor Kukui. Or double puzzle. No, come on. No energy, what? How did I not get an energy this turn? Okay, if he's using anything similar to my list, which it's looking like it, he doesn't run... I'll just pass here, but he doesn't run Field Blower, so I could safely attach my Choice Band to the Lycanroc. And so thank you so much. Thank you so much for the congrats. Whaler, Durant, Sableye. Well, we haven't seen Durant in a very long time. Mewtrick was a very good deck as well. I agree. Mewtrick was a very good deck. We haven't seen Durant in a while. Sableye Garb, yeah. Sableye Garb is definitely annoying to deal with. And okay, my opponent actually playing Mallow, so it's not my list. It is not my list. Some kind of good luck deck? Well, I don't know. I feel that become so oppressive that they don't let your opponent play, are not healthy or are not good for the game. So okay, and there's a Field Blower actually, so never mind. We've seen a Mallow and a Field Blower so far. And my opponent goes ahead and Jet Punches. So once again, we have 9 cards left in our deck. We lose the Rockruff, that's completely fine. We are currently dealing 130, 150, 180 damage. So we generally only need any energy at all, and we win. And there we go. Okay, finally. And I can actually knock out the puzzle, right? 110, 130, 150, 170, 200 damage for the win. So there we go. 3 wins, 3 straight wins in a row with this deck. This deck is obviously very, very solid. And yeah, I mean, I guess hopefully we got to showcase how the deck works, how strong it is. for sure, and we even took down once again the deck that's supposedly a bad matchup for this deck with no psychic type attackers such as Mewtwo or such as Mew EX in order to try and counter the puzzles. So yeah, with this will be all from me for today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a like on the video. If you're here live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere, guys. I will be back with a second place deck from Memphis by Azul Garcia Griego, so don't go anywhere. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow with that particular deck. Okay guys, gonna go get some water real quickly, so I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.